The night stretches endlessly, a velvet canvas pierced by countless points of light. Each star flickers like a distant heartbeat, so remote that it seems untouchable, yet somehow intimately familiar to the human eye. From the earliest moments of consciousness, humans have tilted their faces toward the sky, seeking answers in the shimmering tapestry above. Why are we here? Are we alone? Do these distant lights hide companions, watchers, or creators? These questions have whispered through the minds of every culture, every generation, gnawing at the edges of curiosity and wonder. We stand on a small planet orbiting an unremarkable star in an unremarkable galaxy, yet the urge to look outward defines us. From the plains of Africa to the temples of ancient Mesopotamia, civilizations have lifted their gaze to the heavens, tracing patterns in the stars, crafting myths, and imagining the unfathomable. Early humans painted their stories on cave walls, connecting earthly experience to celestial phenomena, as though the night sky itself was a canvas of possibility, a mirror to the imagination. Even the simplest flicker of starlight can inspire awe, reminding us that the universe is vast, indifferent, and beautiful beyond comprehension. Modern science allows us to see farther than any human before us. Telescopes pierce the cosmic veil, capturing light that has traveled millions or even billions of years, revealing galaxies spinning like delicate pinwheels in the void. Yet the more we see, the more questions multiply. Every discovery of exoplanets, every detection of faint signals from distant stars, hints at the tantalizing possibility that life, or something more intelligent, might be out there. We are small, yet we are searching, compelled by a mixture of fear, hope, and an insatiable curiosity. The opening of this journey is both intimate and grand. As the camera pans across constellations, the Milky Way spilling its brilliance like a river of stars, we are reminded of our fleeting presence in the cosmos. The questions are ancient, yet suddenly urgent. If life exists beyond our world, if intelligence has risen elsewhere, then who, or what, is building the stars? The night sky is no longer merely a backdrop. It becomes a silent witness to mysteries that may redefine our understanding of existence itself. With each heartbeat, we peer deeper into the unknown, balancing wonder with the stark reality of our tiny place in the universe. There is fear here too, the fear of solitude, of insignificance, but also hope. Hope that our curiosity is not in vain, that the universe might be more than cold, empty space. It is this tension, this push and pull between despair and discovery, that propels humanity forward, that compels us to question, to explore, and to imagine that somewhere out there, amid the infinite stars, someone, or something, might be shaping the cosmos with intelligence and intention. The night is silent, yet it hums with possibility. Every star is a question, every shadow between galaxies a secret. And as our gaze lingers, as we let ourselves feel both awe and fear, the central mystery emerges with crystalline clarity. If we are not alone, if intelligence exists beyond our world, then perhaps the stars themselves are not mere fires of fusion. They might be the handiwork of cosmic builders waiting for us to notice. Tracing back through time, humans have always sought to understand the stars, not just as distant lights, but as entities with stories, purpose, and meaning. Ancient civilizations across the globe looked upward, deciphering patterns in the heavens, calculating calendars, predicting seasons, and navigating vast oceans. From the ziggurats of Mesopotamia to the pyramids of Egypt, astronomy and spirituality intertwined, and the night sky became both a map and a canvas, a place where gods, myths, and early science converged. These early astronomers, armed only with keen eyes and patient observation, glimpsed the rhythms of the cosmos and began to imagine not merely observing but shaping it. The Babylonians meticulously recorded celestial movements, noticing recurring cycles and anomalies, laying the foundation for predictive astronomy. In the temples of ancient Egypt, priests aligned massive monuments with the rising and setting of stars, embedding their understanding of cosmic order into stone. The Greeks transformed these observations into philosophical inquiry, asking profound questions about the nature of the universe and the forces governing it. Pythagoras and Plato contemplated the harmony of the spheres, imagining that celestial bodies moved with intention and mathematical precision, hinting at a cosmos that could be understood, and perhaps even influenced, by intelligence. As centuries passed, the telescope revolutionized human perception of the sky. Galileo's observations of Jupiter's moons and the rugged surface of the moon shattered the notion of a perfect, immutable heavens. The cosmos became not only a domain of divine artistry but also a laboratory of physical laws. Humanity began to realize that stars were more than guiding lights. They were vast nuclear furnaces, each with its own life cycle and potential for transformation. With this knowledge came an audacious thought. If humans could comprehend the forces that power the stars, could they one day harness them, manipulate them, or even build them? Yet for all our ingenuity, the scale of the cosmos dwarfs human capability. A single star contains unimaginable energy, and the distances between them are so vast that light itself takes years, centuries, or millennia to traverse the void. It is a sobering contrast. We dream of reaching the heavens, yet struggle to cross the oceans of our own world. This tension, between the desire to influence and the limitations of scale, is at the heart of the concept of stellar engineering. It frames the possibility that other intelligences, perhaps far older or far more advanced than humanity, could operate on levels of cosmic creation we cannot yet fathom. From the earliest myths to modern astrophysics, the story of humanity's fascination with the stars is one of contrast. Awe versus comprehension, imagination versus limitation, curiosity versus humility. Each civilization, each observer, has contributed a brushstroke to a grand canvas of inquiry, slowly transforming the night sky from a backdrop of wonder into a potential theater of cosmic design. This section is not just a historical overview, it is an invitation to see the universe as a place where intelligence might leave tangible traces, where observation evolves into possibility, and where the idea of building stars is no longer fantasy, but a question grounded in the trajectory of human thought and discovery. Light travels across the cosmos like a messenger, bearing secrets from realms we cannot reach and moments we can never touch. Every photon that reaches our eyes has journeyed across incomprehensible distances, leaving behind a trail of history that stretches back millions or even billions of years. As we gaze upward, we are not merely seeing stars. We are witnessing the echoes of ancient events, the subtle fingerprints of forces that shaped galaxies long before humanity existed. Light is both a tool and a storyteller, revealing the structure of the universe while hinting at mysteries that remain unsolved. The universe communicates in wavelengths invisible to our eyes: radio waves, X-rays, gamma radiation, each carrying information about processes too immense and too distant for direct observation. Through these signals, we detect the birth and death of stars, the collapse of massive bodies into black holes, and the swirling motion of galaxies that dance through space like choreographed giants. Yet beyond the natural rhythms of the cosmos, scientists have begun to consider the tantalizing possibility that some light may carry messages not born of physics alone. Could certain signals be deliberate, encoded with intent by an intelligence beyond our comprehension? From the flicker of pulsars to the enigmatic bursts of fast radio emissions, the sky is alive with phenomena that challenge explanation. Some stars appear to pulse with precision, their luminosity rising and falling in ways that suggest pattern and purpose. Others exhibit anomalies that defy current astrophysical models, leaving scientists and theorists alike to ponder whether these are mere coincidences or subtle signs of orchestration. With every observation, the tension grows. We are confronted by a universe both marvelously ordered and frustratingly opaque, where knowledge teases but never fully satisfies. The journey of light is also a journey through time. When we observe a star 10,000 light-years away, we are witnessing its existence as it was 10,000 years ago, a snapshot of a life cycle already concluded. This temporal depth adds a layer of complexity to the search for intelligence. If cosmic architects exist, they may be long gone, their creations drifting through space as silent monuments to ingenuity. Or they may be operating on timescales that dwarf human perception, shaping and guiding stellar phenomena over eons, leaving traces that only the most patient and precise instruments can detect. In contemplating light as a potential medium of communication, the mind expands beyond the terrestrial and the immediate. Every glimmer in the night sky becomes a question. Is this natural or is it intentional? Could the stars themselves be a library of information, a cosmic tapestry woven with messages for those capable of seeing? This section immerses the viewer in both the beauty and the suspense of the universe, contrasting the poetic journey of photons with the cold rigor of science, evoking wonder, curiosity, and the haunting possibility that every star may hold a secret waiting to be deciphered. Humanity has long imagined forces greater than ourselves, invisible hands shaping reality, and perhaps even the stars. The concept of cosmic architects stretches this imagination to its outermost limits, contemplating civilizations so advanced that their ambitions unfold on the scale of galaxies. These hypothetical intelligences, operating over timescales incomprehensible to the human mind, could manipulate matter and energy with precision far beyond anything Earth has achieved. In this vision, stars are no longer random fires of fusion but instruments, carefully arranged and engineered, each glowing orb a testament to deliberate design and purpose. The idea of cosmic engineering challenges the boundaries between science and philosophy. On one hand, we have rigorous astrophysics, the life cycle of stars, nuclear fusion, gravitational dynamics. On the other, the tantalizing possibility that some anomalies in stellar behavior, peculiar arrangements of star clusters, or the enigmatic luminosity of distant suns might be the signature of intelligence. By contrasting the immense scale of natural phenomena with the deliberate intervention of architects, the narrative evokes both awe and apprehension. The universe feels larger, richer, and more mysterious when seen through this lens, simultaneously beautiful and unsettling. Consider the stark contrast between human construction and potential cosmic projects. Our grandest feats, skyscrapers, space stations, particle accelerators, are minuscule, ephemeral gestures in comparison to the burning fusion of a single star. Yet just as humans leave enduring marks on their environment, could civilizations exist capable of shaping suns, guiding the birth of galaxies, or engineering energy flows across light years? This section invites the audience to imagine the audacity required, the intelligence necessary to operate at this scale, and the humility demanded by our own smallness in comparison. Cinematic narration here emphasizes both intimacy and vastness. As the camera drifts over spiraling galaxies, nebulae glowing in ghostly colors and clusters of stars forming delicate cosmic patterns, the story interweaves speculation with observable reality. Viewers are prompted to see potential signs of intent in the cosmos, to question whether order is purely emergent or hints at a guiding hand. This tension, between wonder at natural beauty and the possibility of deliberate design, creates an emotional contrast that engages, enthralls, and unsettles simultaneously. Ultimately, this exploration is not about proving existence, but about stretching the imagination. The notion of cosmic architects encourages reflection on intelligence, scale, and purpose. It frames humanity's curiosity as part of a broader cosmic narrative, suggesting that our search for understanding is mirrored by other forces we may not yet comprehend. By positioning viewers between the known laws of physics and the tantalizing possibility of intentional creation, this section transforms the night sky from a passive spectacle into a stage where mystery, science, and philosophy converge. The stars, once distant and untouchable, become active participants in a story that asks, if intelligence can shape worlds, might it also be building the stars themselves? The search for extraterrestrial intelligence has long been guided by frameworks that attempt to quantify the probability of life beyond Earth. Chief among these is the Drake equation, formulated in the 1960s as a tool to estimate the number of active, communicative civilizations in our galaxy. Each term in the equation, from the rate of star formation to the fraction of planets that develop life, intelligence, and technological capability, serves as a reminder of both what we know and what remains shrouded in uncertainty. Revisiting this equation with modern discoveries transforms it from a theoretical exercise into a living, evolving dialogue about our place in the cosmos. Recent advancements in exoplanet detection have dramatically reshaped our understanding of planetary abundance. Thousands of planets orbiting distant stars have been catalogued, revealing that potentially habitable worlds are far more common than previously imagined. Yet even as we expand the denominator of the Drake equation, the numerator, the emergence of intelligence and technological civilizations, remains enigmatic. This contrast between increasing opportunity and persistent uncertainty heightens the tension. The universe may teem with worlds, yet the presence of cosmic architects remains elusive, hidden, or operating on timescales we can scarcely comprehend. Mathematics alone cannot capture the emotional weight of the search. Each variable of the Drake equation carries with it hope, fear, and existential reflection. The fraction of life-bearing planets that develop intelligence stirs optimism about companionship in the cosmos. Conversely, the possibility that advanced civilizations self-destruct or remain undetectable evokes solitude and melancholy, emphasizing the fragility of our own species and the profound rarity of conscious existence. The equation is not just a scientific tool, it is a narrative device, framing the cosmic search as a story of uncertainty, discovery, and wonder. Beyond pure probability, this section explores philosophical implications. If civilizations capable of cosmic engineering exist, what is their trajectory compared to ours? Could they be shaping stars now, silently leaving markers for those patient enough to observe? The Drake equation becomes a lens through which to juxtapose human ambition with cosmic possibility, blending empirical data with imaginative speculation. This duality, rigorous science intertwined with contemplative wonder, keeps viewers engaged, prompting them to question the boundaries of knowledge and the meaning of evidence in a universe that operates on scales both immense and unfathomable. In cinematic terms, the narrative contrasts the intimacy of human curiosity with the vastness of the Milky Way. Images of astronomers peering into telescopes are interwoven with sweeping shots of spiral galaxies and nebulae, creating an emotional resonance that mirrors the intellectual tension. Each discovery, each refinement of the equation, feels like a step closer to uncovering whether we are truly alone, or whether other intelligences are already crafting the cosmos in ways we are only beginning to imagine. The Drake equation, once an abstract formula, becomes a bridge connecting mathematics, philosophy, and human longing, a reminder that the quest to understand the stars is as much a journey inward as it is outward. Across the vast expanse of the cosmos, patterns emerge that challenge our understanding of natural law. Astronomers have long noticed the subtle alignments of stars, peculiar clusters, and anomalies in galactic formations that seem to defy random distribution. In this section we explore these phenomena, shifting between the grandeur of the observable universe and the intimate thrill of discovery, prompting the question: are these patterns merely the product of chance, or do they hint at deliberate design by unseen intelligence? The mystery of these cosmic arrangements ignites curiosity, drawing viewers deeper into the narrative of potential stellar architects. Consider the enigmatic structures within star clusters, where massive stars appear to congregate with uncanny precision, or the rhythmic pulsations of certain variable stars that almost suggest pattern rather than chaos. These observations, though explainable through conventional astrophysics in many cases, leave lingering questions that fuel imagination. Could advanced civilizations manipulate gravitational forces, energy flows, or stellar evolution to create deliberate formations? The contrast between natural explanations and intelligent orchestration forms the heartbeat of this section, alternating between scientific rigor and speculative wonder, keeping the audience engaged and emotionally invested. Galactic filaments, vast cosmic highways of matter stretching across millions of light-years, also present a puzzle. Their uniformity and intricate structures evoke the sense of a hidden order, an invisible hand guiding the assembly of galaxies into a coherent tapestry. Through cinematic imagery, the documentary portrays these colossal formations as both majestic and eerie, underscoring the tension between the beauty of natural phenomena and the unsettling possibility of intentional architecture on a scale beyond human comprehension. The universe, it seems, teeters between chaos and design, revealing glimpses of patterns that may speak to intelligence, or simply reflect our innate desire to find meaning. Subtle anomalies in stellar behavior further deepen the mystery. Stars that dim unexpectedly, emit unusual radiation, or exhibit energy signatures inconsistent with conventional models raise questions about their origin. Are these natural quirks, artifacts of measurement, or the faint fingerprints of cosmic engineers? By juxtaposing meticulous scientific observation with the haunting possibility of intent, the section creates a sense of suspense and awe. Every glimmer, every deviation from expectation becomes a potential clue in the quest to understand whether intelligence permeates the cosmos. Ultimately, this exploration of patterns is not about providing definitive answers, but about expanding perception. It invites viewers to appreciate the intricate choreography of the universe while contemplating the possibility that behind some of these cosmic arrangements lies intelligence of unimaginable scale. By oscillating between empirical observation and speculative imagination, the narrative maintains tension, wonder, and curiosity. As the camera drifts across clusters, filaments, and pulsating stars, the audience is left with a lingering question. In the vast theater of the universe, are the patterns we observe natural accidents, or subtle signatures of architects shaping the stars themselves? Imagine structures so vast that they dwarf entire solar systems, constructions that span millions of kilometers and harness the power of stars themselves. These are the realms of theoretical megastructures, concepts born from human imagination but grounded in the laws of physics. Dyson spheres, massive shells or swarms of satellites surrounding stars to capture energy, symbolize the audacity of civilizations operating on cosmic scales. Ring worlds, orbital habitats encircling suns, and other speculative constructs stretch our understanding of possibility, inviting the mind to envision intelligence not as limited by planets or lifetimes, but by imagination itself. This section immerses the viewer in the grandeur, scale, and wonder of potential cosmic engineering. The narrative contrasts the fragility of human achievements with the enormity of these hypothetical projects. Skyscrapers, orbital stations, and particle accelerators, our proudest technological feats, are infinitesimal compared to a megastructure enclosing a star, capable of capturing its entire output. Visual storytelling emphasizes this disparity, A tiny human hand against the blazing disk of a sun, telescopes peering at distant lights, struggling to grasp the magnitude of energy and material required to construct such marvels. The contrast between human scale and cosmic ambition fosters awe, highlighting the gulf between aspiration and capability. Beyond mere imagination, these megastructures carry profound implications for observation. If they exist, they could leave detectable signatures, altered light curves, unusual infrared emissions, or stellar behaviors inconsistent with natural processes. Astronomers scanning the skies for anomalies often find fleeting hints, stars that dim unpredictably, unexplained infrared excesses, and energy patterns that defy conventional explanation. Each observation fuels the tantalizing question: could these be evidence of intelligence at work on scales we have yet to fully comprehend? By weaving scientific possibility with poetic speculation, the narrative balances plausibility with wonder. The concept of megastructures also invites philosophical reflection. Constructing a Dyson sphere or manipulating stellar output implies a civilization with mastery over time, resources, and energy on unimaginable scales. It challenges human notions of ingenuity, patience, and ambition, prompting viewers to confront the vast potential of intelligence in the cosmos. By imagining these feats, we are forced to reconsider our own significance, our temporal limitations, and the scope of possibility that life and consciousness might achieve. Through cinematic narration, this section takes the audience on a journey across hypothetical constructs, blending awe-inspiring visuals of glowing rings, orbiting habitats, and massive energy collectors with the tension of scientific inquiry. Every sweeping shot, every detailed calculation evokes wonder, suspense, and intellectual curiosity. The stars become more than distant lights. They are canvases, laboratories, and perhaps even works of art, shaped by forces that challenge human comprehension. In contemplating megastructures, viewers are invited to imagine the ultimate expression of cosmic intelligence. A universe not only observed but sculpted, a cosmos where the builders themselves may leave footprints written in fire and gravity. The universe is alive with signals, many of them faint whispers that travel across unimaginable distances, carrying information from realms we can scarcely imagine. For decades, scientists have been tuning their instruments to catch these ephemeral messages, hoping to detect signs of life or intelligence beyond Earth. From the earliest radio surveys to modern arrays like the Very Large Array and the Allen Telescope Array, humanity has cast its ears into the void, listening for anything that might break the profound silence of space. Each detection, each static-laden burst of energy, is a thrill and a mystery, a possibility that the cosmos is speaking in ways we have only begun to understand. Fast radio bursts, or FRBs, are among the most enigmatic of these phenomena. These millisecond flashes of radio waves emerge unpredictably, often billions of light-years away, and release more energy in a moment than our sun produces in days. Their origins remain uncertain. Natural processes, colliding neutron stars, or perhaps, some argue, signals from intelligent civilizations testing their reach. The contrast between the ephemeral, almost imperceptible nature of these bursts and the enormity of the energy they convey creates both awe and unease. Every signal challenges our understanding of physics, prompting both scientific rigor and imaginative speculation. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI, embodies humanity's persistent hope. For decades, astronomers have scanned the skies for narrow-bandwidth radio signals, the kind most likely to be artificial in origin. Each day brings new data, new noise to sift through, and the tantalizing possibility that among the static, a pattern or code may emerge. The narrative here emphasizes suspense. The universe is vast, but even a single signal, repeated or patterned, could confirm that intelligence exists elsewhere. The thrill is not just in the discovery, but in the patient, meticulous act of listening, of interpreting, and of hoping. Yet for all our technology, the cosmos remains elusive. Signals may be missed, misinterpreted, or occur on timescales beyond our observation. The universe may be teeming with intelligent life, yet entirely silent to our instruments, hidden behind layers of distance, physics, or intention. This contrast, between our capacity to detect and the possible existence of unseen intelligence, underscores a profound tension. It frames the mystery not only in scientific terms but as an emotional journey, hope tempered by patience, curiosity balanced by the possibility of profound isolation. Through cinematic narration, this section blends imagery of observatories scanning starry skies, antennas pointing skyward, and supercomputers analyzing streams of data with sweeping visuals of galaxies and pulsars emitting their cosmic signatures. The juxtaposition of human-scale effort against cosmic scale reinforces the suspense, evoking awe and wonder. Each unexplained signal, each anomaly in the data, becomes a spark of possibility, a moment that reminds us of the immense potential that intelligence may exist beyond our world. The universe is vast, silent, and mysterious, yet within that silence we listen, and in listening we dream. Time in the cosmos does not flow as it does for us. It stretches and folds, measured not in years or centuries, but in billions of rotations of stars and the slow drift of galaxies through an expanding universe. To grasp cosmic time is to confront something almost unbearable to the human mind, a scale so vast that our entire civilization, from its first spark of language to the hum of satellites in orbit, barely registers as a flicker. In this expanse, stars are born, live, and die in rhythms that make human history seem like a single heartbeat. This section draws viewers into that incomprehensible immensity, contrasting our fleeting existence with the slow, patient tempo of the stars. Every star tells a story written in time. Clouds of hydrogen collapse under gravity, igniting fusion that burns for millions or billions of years before fading, swelling, or exploding into new forms. Some live fast and die young in spectacular supernovae. Others burn dimly and persist for ages. To contemplate these cycles is to sense both creation and decay intertwined, a cosmic rhythm that continues indifferent to human awareness. The narrative evokes both serenity and dread, the serene beauty of the cosmic order and the quiet terror of its vast indifference. Humanity, existing for mere moments against this backdrop, finds itself humbled yet exhilarated by its capacity to witness it at all. When we speak of civilizations capable of stellar engineering, we must also speak of time. If cosmic architects exist, their projects may unfold across epochs. A single adjustment to a star's energy output, a reconfiguration of planetary orbits, or the gradual assembly of a megastructure could take tens of millennia, or longer. The builders themselves might not even exist when their designs are complete. Such work demands patience beyond imagination and perspectives that transcend biological lifespan. Through this lens, time itself becomes a tool, wielded by intelligence on a scale we can scarcely comprehend. The contrast between our urgency and their potential timelessness fills the narrative with awe and existential wonder. Cinematic imagery heightens this sense of temporal immensity. The camera drifts through nebulae where new stars are born, then lingers on red giants nearing death, their light dimming into the black sea of space. Overlaid narration reminds viewers that the light reaching us from those dying stars began its journey long before the first human stood upright. We are seeing the past, not the present. Our instruments catch only ghosts of light that left their sources before the rise of our species. In this realization lies a quiet, profound melancholy. We are always looking backward, always witnessing what has already been. And yet, in that distance there is also connection. Cosmic time, though vast and impersonal, binds everything together. The carbon in our blood was forged in ancient supernovae. The atoms that compose us once burned inside the hearts of long-dead stars. To exist is to participate, however briefly, in this eternal cycle of transformation. This section closes with that reflection, an emotional, cinematic acknowledgement of both our fragility and our belonging. We are creatures of a single moment, living within the breath of eternity, daring to ask whether somewhere, in the unimaginable span of time, others have learned to shape the stars themselves. The night sky is more than a canvas of twinkling lights. It is a theater of cosmic events, a record of processes spanning billions of years, and a mirror for human curiosity and imagination. Every star is a sun, every nebula a crucible of creation, and every galaxy a sprawling city of countless suns, each with its own potential for life. Humanity's gaze has always been drawn upward, first in wonder, then in inquiry, seeking to understand the mechanisms that govern the heavens. Yet even with centuries of observation and modern astrophysical insight, the cosmos retains an aura of mystery, particularly when contemplating the possibility of intelligence beyond Earth. This contemplation merges empirical evidence, imaginative speculation, and philosophical reflection, challenging human understanding while evoking awe, fear, and curiosity. The scale of the universe is staggering. Within the Milky Way alone, hundreds of billions of stars orbit a common center, many accompanied by planets, moons, and complex systems where life could arise. Extrapolated across the roughly 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe, the numbers become almost incomprehensible. Even if intelligent life emerges in only a minuscule fraction of these environments, the statistical likelihood suggests that civilizations capable of remarkable feats exist somewhere. Yet intelligence need not resemble humanity, It may operate on principles entirely alien to terrestrial biology, perceiving time, energy, and space in ways we cannot fathom. Such possibilities challenge anthropocentric assumptions and expand the imagination, inviting reflection on consciousness in its most diverse and creative forms. Time magnifies these possibilities further. Stars are born, live, and die over millions or billions of years. Galaxies collide, merge, and evolve across eons. Human civilizations are brief in comparison, mere flickers on the cosmic clock. For a civilization capable of cosmic engineering, manipulating planetary systems, harnessing stellar energy, or constructing megastructures, time is measured in millennia or eons. Their patience, foresight, and planning would be orders of magnitude beyond human comprehension. Even subtle actions like redirecting a planet's orbit or altering a star's energy output might require generations of meticulous effort, executed with a precision and patience that makes human timelines seem trivial. The temporal contrast emphasizes both the humility of human existence and the grandeur of potential intelligence operating on universal scales. Observation anchors these speculations in reality. Modern astronomy has revealed thousands of exoplanets, peculiar stellar behaviors, and anomalies in light patterns that challenge conventional models. Some stars dim unexpectedly, others emit energy bursts at irregular intervals, and some exhibit orbital mechanics that defy simple explanation. While natural phenomena often provide explanations, the possibility arises, however remote, that some patterns reflect deliberate manipulation by intelligent entities. Each anomaly becomes a locus for curiosity, a puzzle bridging empirical observation and imaginative interpretation. The tension between what is observed and what is possible sustains engagement, blending science with wonder, reasoning with speculation. Philosophical reflection deepens this engagement. Intelligence may exist beyond Earth in forms and scales unimaginable to humans. Its motivations may be inscrutable, its methods entirely alien. Could it act purely for survival driven by necessity? Might it pursue aesthetic or experimental goals, shaping planets, stars, or galaxies for reasons beyond human comprehension? The contrast between human cognition and potential cosmic intelligence challenges anthropocentric assumptions, encouraging contemplation of consciousness as a phenomenon that can emerge, evolve, and operate on vastly different principles. Intelligence might manifest in ways that are logical, beautiful, experimental, or entirely beyond comprehension, reshaping our understanding of life, thought, and creativity. Cinematic storytelling heightens the impact. Visual sequences sweep across star clusters, nebulae, supernovae, and black holes, intercut with human-scale experiences. Astronomers analyzing data, theorists modeling cosmic phenomena, and children gazing skyward in wonder. The juxtaposition between the immensity of the universe and the intimacy of human observation reinforces narrative tension. Light, motion, and shadow convey both clarity and mystery, immersing viewers in a cosmos that is comprehensible yet elusive. Sound design accentuates the drama, the hum of data streams, the pulse of simulation software, and the imagined resonance of cosmic phenomena, blending scientific insight with cinematic experience. Probability and scale converge in the contemplation of cosmic intelligence. Even if the emergence of intelligent life is rare, the enormous number of stars, planets, and galaxies, coupled with vast spans of time, makes it statistically plausible that civilizations exist, capable of shaping stars, guiding planetary systems, or manipulating energy on scales beyond human comprehension. Their motivations may range from survival to experimentation, from communication to aesthetic expression. They may operate with patience and foresight measured in millennia, leaving subtle traces across the cosmos. By considering these possibilities, viewers are invited to stretch their imagination, to confront the limitations of human perception, and to reflect on the nature of consciousness itself. Time, observation, and imagination intersect in the subtle signatures that such civilizations might leave. Megastructures, orbital manipulations, or energy harnessing may be imperceptible on human timescales but detectable with careful observation. The universe becomes a puzzle, a record of potential intelligence that requires both scientific inquiry and imaginative interpretation. Observers must look not only with telescopes and instruments but with the mind's eye, hypothesizing, modeling, and contemplating the ways intelligence might shape the cosmos. Each anomaly, each unexplained observation becomes a point of engagement, a riddle to solve, a whisper of potential intelligence reaching across light years. Emotionally, the narrative evokes awe, curiosity, and philosophical reflection. Humanity's gaze is drawn upward not merely for knowledge but for connection, an attempt to locate itself within the vast, dynamic and possibly intelligent universe. The contrast between human brevity and cosmic scale creates humility. The act of imagining intelligence beyond Earth fosters wonder. Observers are simultaneously small and connected, vulnerable and capable of contemplation, insignificant and yet part of a story that stretches across eons. The tension between the known and the possible sustains engagement, allowing viewers to experience both intellectual stimulation and emotional resonance. Limits of perception enhance the narrative's depth. Much of the universe remains hidden. Light may be absorbed or deflected, energy emissions may be transient, and intelligence may operate in forms undetectable by current instruments. These limitations do not frustrate exploration, they invite it. Each anomaly, subtle pattern, or unexplained phenomenon becomes a point of speculation, a window into possibilities beyond direct observation. In this space between the observable and the conceivable, the audience is invited to navigate both scientific reasoning and imaginative exploration, reflecting on intelligence, creativity, and purpose on scales unimaginable to human minds. Cinematic pacing blends the expansive with the intimate. Sweeping shots of galaxies, nebulae, and cosmic phenomena are punctuated by simulations of potential megastructures, planetary engineering, and human observation. The rhythm allows viewers to oscillate between awe at cosmic scale and engagement with human perception, reinforcing the contrast between the enormity of the universe and the immediacy of human experience. Visuals, sound, and narrative weave together, sustaining attention and fostering immersion in a cosmos simultaneously vast, mysterious, and potentially shaped by intelligence. Probability, time, observation, and imagination converge when considering the trajectories of cosmic civilizations. Some may have risen and fallen long before humanity existed. Others may be nascent, just beginning their journey. The temporal horizons, magnitudes of energy, and subtlety of influence challenge human understanding, yet reward careful observation and reflection. By contemplating these possibilities, viewers engage with fundamental questions about consciousness, creativity, and the nature of life itself. The narrative encourages philosophical reflection on the responsibilities of observation and the implications of potential intelligence operating across cosmic scales. Philosophical implications remain central. Intelligence acting over millennia may pursue goals entirely alien to human conception. It may leave traces subtle or grand, detectable only through careful study or imaginative interpretation. Humanity is challenged to expand its understanding of consciousness and creativity, reflecting on intelligence that may not only survive but thrive across scales and environments beyond human experience. Questions arise without clear answers. What defines intelligence? What motivates it? How does it perceive existence, time, and matter? These questions sustain intellectual curiosity and emotional engagement across the narrative. Ultimately, humanity's engagement with the cosmos is both outward and inward. Observing the universe prompts reflection on human creativity, curiosity, and ambition. The potential existence of intelligence beyond Earth mirrors our desire to explore, understand, and influence our environment. The contrast between human limitations and cosmic possibilities fosters humility while inspiring imagination, reflection, and engagement. Even in the absence of definitive evidence, the act of contemplating such intelligence connects viewers to a broader cosmic narrative, inviting awe, curiosity, and philosophical inquiry. By the end of this extended exploration, viewers are left with anticipation, wonder, and contemplation. The universe may host minds capable of manipulating stars, shaping planetary systems, and embedding intelligence across unimaginable distances. Each observation, anomaly, and speculative scenario contributes to a narrative blending science, philosophy, and cinematic storytelling. Humanity's exploration of cosmic intelligence reflects its own curiosity, creativity, and desire for connection. Audiences are invited to imagine, reflect, and consider their place within a universe filled with possibility, scale, and intelligence. The universe is an expanse of incomprehensible scale, stretching across billions of light-years, containing billions of galaxies, each with billions of stars, many of which harbor planetary systems that may, in principle, be suitable for life. The night sky, when observed from Earth, seems serene, almost static, yet it is a theater of unending dynamism. Stars are born and die, galaxies collide, and energy surges through the cosmos in forms both visible and invisible. For millennia, humanity has gazed upward, attempting to understand this immense canvas, weaving mythology and philosophy around the unknown, until science provided tools to measure, quantify, and begin to comprehend its vastness. Yet, for all the knowledge acquired, the universe retains an overwhelming sense of mystery, particularly when it comes to the question that has persisted for centuries. If we are not alone, what forms might intelligence take and how might it manifest on cosmic scales? This contemplation begins with scale. Consider the Milky Way alone, hundreds of billions of stars with planetary systems orbiting in varied configurations. Extrapolate across the estimated 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe, and the numbers become staggering, almost incomprehensible to the human mind. Probability alone suggests that somewhere life has emerged, evolved, and perhaps developed intelligence. Yet probability is only the beginning. Intelligence may manifest in ways utterly alien to human perception. It may be bound not by biology but by physics, chemistry, or even forms of energy and matter that we do not yet comprehend. The idea challenges anthropocentric assumptions and stretches the imagination to consider consciousness operating on scales and in forms far beyond terrestrial experience. Time magnifies the possibilities even further. Stars live for millions to billions of years and galaxies evolve over eons. Human civilizations last for mere millennia, barely perceptible in cosmic terms. A civilization capable of manipulating planetary or stellar systems may think in terms of millions of years, planning and executing projects with a patience incomprehensible to human minds. Consider the potential of a civilization harnessing the energy output of an entire star or constructing a megastructure around it. Projects requiring eons to conceptualize, plan, and realize. Such civilizations would perceive time differently, their ambitions and achievements shaped by a temporal horizon far beyond human experience. Our conceptions of urgency, life, and accomplishment are dwarfed by the patience and foresight required to act on cosmic scales. Observation of the cosmos provides tantalizing hints, though none definitive, that intelligence may leave detectable traces. Astronomers have identified stars that dim irregularly, emit unusual radiation, or behave in ways inconsistent with standard models. Some of these anomalies, such as the now famous Tabby star, have sparked intense debate. Could the irregularities be explained by natural phenomena such as dust clouds, or might they indicate some form of cosmic engineering? The universe, in these moments, becomes a canvas for speculation. Each anomaly invites rigorous scientific investigation, careful observation, and, inevitably, imaginative contemplation. The tension between empirical evidence and speculative possibility drives curiosity and maintains a sense of wonder, compelling viewers to consider both what is known and what might exist beyond our current understanding. The philosophical implications of such intelligence are profound. Human minds are accustomed to perceiving intelligence as purposeful, adaptive, and often social. But cosmic intelligence might operate on entirely different principles. Its motivations may be inscrutable, its methods inconceivable. Perhaps it seeks survival, but perhaps it acts for aesthetic expression, for experimentation, or for reasons that humans cannot fathom. A civilization capable of manipulating stars or constructing massive structures would operate not in days or years, but in millennia, shaping reality in ways that leave subtle, almost imperceptible traces. By contemplating such possibilities, humans are forced to expand their understanding of consciousness, creativity, and purpose beyond familiar parameters, opening the mind to forms of life and thought that are truly alien. Cinematic storytelling amplifies these ideas. Sweeping visuals of galaxies, nebulae, pulsars, and supernovae are intercut with human-scale perspectives. Astronomers analyzing data through telescopes, theorists modeling cosmic phenomena on computer simulations, and children gazing at the night sky with awe. This contrast between human-scale observation and the immense scale of potential intelligence reinforces the narrative's central tension, the smallness of human life against the vast canvas of the cosmos. Light, shadow, and motion become vehicles for conveying both mystery and understanding, guiding viewers through a universe that is at once knowable and overwhelmingly immense. Probability and scale converge in the contemplation of cosmic architects. Even if the emergence of intelligent life is exceedingly rare, the sheer number of stars and planets across the universe makes it plausible that civilizations exist capable of influencing or harnessing cosmic-scale phenomena. They may manipulate stellar output, create structures that span astronomical units, or even guide the evolution of entire planetary systems. Such civilizations might perceive themselves as artists, engineers, or explorers on scales unimaginable to humanity, operating on temporal and spatial horizons far beyond our experience. The contrast between human limitations and the potential scope of cosmic intelligence underscores both humility and curiosity, engaging viewers on intellectual and emotional levels. Time, observation, and imagination intersect when considering the subtle signatures such civilizations might leave behind. A Dyson sphere or other megastructure might not be obvious. It may produce faint variations in stellar brightness or subtle anomalies in energy distribution. The night sky stretches infinitely, a tapestry of stars, nebulae, and galaxies, each point of light a potential marker of intelligence, each shadow a reminder of what remains unknown. Humanity's fascination with the cosmos is timeless, a mixture of wonder, fear, and curiosity that has propelled both myth and science. As we gaze upward, questions emerge that challenge imagination and intellect alike. Are we alone, or does intelligence exist elsewhere, acting on scales of time and energy that dwarf human comprehension? This contemplation blurs the line between observation and speculation, inviting viewers to explore the interplay of evidence, possibility, and philosophical reflection, while evoking a profound sense of awe and suspense. The universe is incomprehensibly vast. Within billions of galaxies lie hundreds of billions of stars, many accompanied by planetary systems that could, in principle, host life. Even if intelligent life emerges only rarely, the enormity of space and the sheer number of opportunities make the existence of other civilizations statistically plausible. This contrast between improbability on a single planet and the abundance of potential habitats across the cosmos creates a tension that fuels curiosity and wonder. Human imagination, confronted with such scale, stretches to consider forms of consciousness capable of manipulating stars, directing energy flows, or constructing structures on planetary or even interstellar scales. Time amplifies the sense of possibility. Stars live for millions to billions of years, galaxies evolve over eons, and cosmic events unfold across incomprehensible durations. A civilization capable of cosmic engineering would experience time differently, planning and executing projects over millennia or longer. Their actions might leave traces imperceptible on human timescales, detectable only by patient observation or imaginative inference. This temporal contrast emphasizes human brevity while highlighting the potential creativity, foresight, and endurance of intelligence beyond Earth. It fosters both humility and wonder, challenging viewers to expand their conception of mind, purpose, and achievement. Observation anchors speculation in reality. Astronomers track exoplanets, monitor stellar behavior, and detect anomalies in energy emissions, orbital patterns, and light curves. Some phenomena can be explained through known physics. Others remain mysterious, sparking speculation about the possible presence of intelligence. Each anomaly becomes a point of engagement, prompting questions about intent, structure, or design in the cosmos. This interplay between empirical evidence and imaginative reasoning sustains suspense, merging scientific inquiry with philosophical reflection and emotional investment. The universe becomes a canvas for both rigorous study and speculative exploration. Philosophical implications are profound. If intelligence exists beyond Earth, it may operate with motives, methods, and perceptions incomprehensible to humans. Could such civilizations act purely for survival, or might they pursue aesthetic, experimental, or communicative objectives? Might intelligence take forms that challenge human definitions of life and consciousness, inhabiting scales, environments, or substrates entirely alien to our experience? By contrasting human cognition with potential cosmic intelligence, the narrative emphasizes the limits of understanding while inviting reflection on the adaptability, diversity, and creativity of consciousness. Cinematic storytelling brings these concepts to life. Sweeping visuals of galaxies, nebulae, pulsars, and clusters are intercut with human perspectives, astronomers studying data, theorists modeling anomalies, and children gazing skyward with wonder. This juxtaposition emphasizes contrast, the immensity of the universe against human scale, the potential grandeur of cosmic intelligence against the brevity of human observation. Light, shadow, motion, and sound design convey mystery and clarity simultaneously, immersing viewers in a universe that is both comprehensible and profoundly elusive. The audience experiences both the thrill of discovery and the exhilaration of imaginative possibility. Probability and scale reinforce engagement. Even if intelligence is rare, the immense number of stars, planets, and galaxies, combined with vast spans of time, makes it plausible that civilizations exist, possibly manipulating stars or energy flows. These intelligences may not conform to terrestrial concepts of life or cognition, challenging anthropocentric thinking and expanding the narrative to include radically diverse forms of consciousness. This tension between statistical likelihood and the alien nature of potential intelligence stimulates curiosity, philosophical reflection, and emotional engagement. The subtleties of potential cosmic intelligence inspire further contemplation. Megastructures, energy manipulations, and deliberate stellar arrangements might persist over millennia, detectable only to patient observers. Their presence would suggest a level of understanding, creativity, and foresight beyond human comprehension. The narrative emphasizes humility in the face of such possibility while inviting imagination and reflection on the nature of intelligence. The audience is encouraged to consider not only what exists but also how it might act, what motivations it may have, and how its presence might influence our understanding of the universe. Emotionally, the narrative cultivates awe, curiosity, and reflection. The cosmos transforms into a theater of intelligence, possibility, and subtle design. Observers experience exhilaration at contemplating minds that operate on cosmic scales and humility in recognizing human limitations. This duality, intellectual stimulation paired with emotional resonance, sustains engagement, encouraging viewers to reflect deeply on the nature of consciousness, creativity, and human significance within the grand architecture of the universe. Perception and technological limits heighten tension and wonder. Many phenomena remain hidden. Light may be absorbed or deflected, energy emissions may be transient, and intelligence may operate in ways undetectable by current instruments. These limitations are not obstacles but opportunities, transforming uncertainty into imaginative exploration. Every anomaly or unexplained observation becomes a springboard for philosophical inquiry, bridging empirical study and speculative thought. Viewers are invited to navigate the space between known and unknown, blending scientific reasoning with imaginative possibility. Cinematic pacing balances grandeur and intimacy. Expansive sequences of galaxies, nebulae, and cosmic phenomena alternate with close-ups of human observers and simulations of hypothetical cosmic engineering. This rhythm allows viewers to oscillate between awe at universal scale and engagement with human-scale perception. The contrast reinforces perspective, encouraging reflection on the limits of understanding while maintaining emotional and intellectual involvement. The narrative flows between spectacle, inquiry, and imaginative exploration, sustaining attention and deepening engagement. Ultimately, the section situates viewers at the intersection of science, philosophy, and imagination. The cosmos offers innumerable opportunities for life and intelligence to emerge, evolve, and act on scales beyond comprehension. Even in the absence of definitive evidence, the act of observing, imagining, and reflecting allows humanity to engage meaningfully with the universe. The contrast between known phenomena and speculative possibilities encourages humility, curiosity, and philosophical contemplation, inviting audiences to ponder the nature of intelligence, consciousness, and the role of humans within the grand cosmic tapestry. By the end of this section, viewers are left with awe, intellectual stimulation, and anticipation. The universe may harbor minds shaping stars, orchestrating planetary systems, or embedding subtle signals across vast distances. Each observation, anomaly, or speculative scenario contributes to a narrative that blends science, philosophy, and cinematic storytelling. Humanity's exploration of potential intelligence beyond Earth mirrors its own curiosity, creativity, and desire for connection. The audience is invited to consider their place in a universe filled with possibility, where consciousness may extend far beyond the familiar, leaving enduring traces in the architecture of the cosmos itself. The cosmos stretches far beyond human comprehension, a vast expanse where light and matter weave intricate patterns over eons, and where the very fabric of space and time conceals mysteries yet to be understood. As humans gaze upward, questions emerge that challenge both perception and imagination. Are we alone, or does intelligence exist elsewhere, operating on scales so immense that it shapes stars, guides planetary systems, or influences the flow of cosmic energy? These questions merge empirical observation, speculation, and philosophical reflection, creating a narrative that engages the mind while stirring the imagination, a space where science meets awe and curiosity. The universe is home to billions of galaxies, each containing hundreds of billions of stars, many surrounded by planetary systems with conditions potentially conducive to life. Even if intelligent life arises in a tiny fraction of these worlds, the statistical probability suggests the cosmos may be populated with minds that perceive, create, and act on scales far beyond human understanding. This contrast between the apparent improbability of life on a single planet and the immense number of opportunities across the universe fuels both wonder and intellectual fascination. Human imagination, confronted with such scales, is drawn into speculation about civilizations that might manipulate matter, energy, or even the structure of entire star systems. Time amplifies the magnitude of these possibilities. Stars live for millions or billions of years and galaxies evolve over eons. A civilization capable of cosmic engineering would operate with patience and foresight that far exceed human lifespans. Their actions might unfold over millennia, leaving subtle traces across the cosmos detectable only by careful observation. By juxtaposing fleeting human existence with such enduring intelligence, the narrative emphasizes humility, inspiring awe and reflection on the nature of creativity and ambition on universal scales. Time becomes both a measure and a lens, highlighting the patience and foresight that intelligence beyond Earth might embody. Observation bridges the gap between what is known and what is possible. Astronomers track exoplanets, monitor distant stars, and detect phenomena that challenge conventional understanding. Irregular dimming patterns, peculiar energy emissions, or anomalies in orbital mechanics spark questions. Could intelligence be at work, subtly influencing the cosmos? The tension between empirical observation and speculative interpretation sustains suspense, engaging the audience in a delicate balance between skepticism and wonder. Every unexplained pattern becomes a point of intellectual curiosity, an invitation to explore not just the mechanics of the universe but its potential intentionality and hidden designs. Philosophical implications deepen the narrative. Intelligence, if it exists beyond Earth, may operate with motives, goals, or methods that are entirely alien to human perception. Could such minds be purely practical, seeking survival and resource optimization, or might they act for experimental, aesthetic, or communicative purposes incomprehensible to us? This contrast between human cognition and potential cosmic intelligence underscores the limits of understanding while inviting reflection on the diversity and adaptability of consciousness. It challenges anthropocentric assumptions, suggesting that life and mind might take forms and pursue objectives entirely unfamiliar, yet profoundly compelling. Cinematic storytelling enhances these concepts. Sweeping visuals of star clusters, nebulae, galaxies, and pulsars alternate with intimate human perspectives. Astronomers analyzing data, theorists modeling anomalies, and children gazing skyward in awe. This juxtaposition of scale emphasizes both vastness and intimacy, creating contrast. The enormity of the cosmos against human perception, the grandeur of potential intelligence against the brevity of human observation. Light, shadow, and motion convey mystery and clarity simultaneously, immersing viewers in a universe that is both comprehensible and profoundly elusive. The audience experiences the thrill of discovery while grappling with the vast unknown. Probability and scale converge to heighten engagement. Even if the emergence of intelligence is exceedingly rare, the sheer abundance of stars, planets, and galaxies, coupled with the immense spans of cosmic time, makes it plausible that civilizations exist, possibly manipulating stars or energy across light years. Moreover, intelligence may manifest in forms so alien that conventional definitions fail to encompass them. This expansion beyond human-centered thinking encourages viewers to imagine consciousness in its most expansive, diverse, and creative forms, emphasizing both intellectual curiosity and emotional engagement. The subtleties of cosmic intelligence become central to contemplation. Megastructures, energy flows, and stellar arrangements might persist over millennia, invisible to casual observation but detectable by patient and imaginative scrutiny. These possibilities challenge human perception and reward imaginative engagement, inviting audiences to speculate on the methods, intentions, and scale of civilizations operating beyond our comprehension. The narrative emphasizes both humility and excitement, illustrating the delicate interplay between what can be observed and what might exist beyond current detection capabilities. Emotionally, the section underscores awe, curiosity, and philosophical reflection. The night sky transforms from a distant backdrop into a stage where the universe's potential intelligence acts, subtly shaping reality. Observers experience both exhilaration at the possibilities and humility at their own smallness, creating a sustained sense of engagement. The contrast between what is known and what might exist generates tension, wonder, and profound reflection, allowing viewers to confront questions about consciousness, purpose, and human significance within a universe of unimaginable scale and possibility. Limitations of perception and technology enhance the narrative tension. Many cosmic phenomena remain hidden. Light may be absorbed, energy may be transient, and intelligence may operate in ways undetectable by current instruments. These constraints heighten both suspense and imagination, transforming uncertainty into an invitation to speculate. Every anomaly, subtle pattern, or unexplained observation becomes a springboard for philosophical inquiry, blending science with wonder. Audiences are encouraged to navigate the boundary between empirical reality and imaginative possibility, deepening engagement with both intellect and emotion. Cinematic pacing alternates between expansive contemplation and focused discovery. Sweeping visuals of nebulae, galaxies, and cosmic phenomena emphasize grandeur, while simulations of hypothetical cosmic engineering and close-ups of human observers maintain relatability. This rhythm allows viewers to oscillate between awe at cosmic scale and intimacy with human perception, reinforcing the contrast between the vast unknown and personal understanding. The combination of spectacle, intellectual inquiry, and emotional resonance sustains attention and enriches the narrative experience. Ultimately, the section situates the audience at the intersection of science, philosophy, and imagination. The universe offers immense possibilities for life and intelligence to emerge, evolve, and act on scales far beyond comprehension. Even without definitive evidence, observing, imagining, and reflecting allows humanity to engage meaningfully with these possibilities. The contrast between empirical knowledge and speculative imagination encourages humility, curiosity, and contemplation, fostering reflection on intelligence, consciousness, and the place of humans within the cosmos. By the end of this section, viewers are left with awe, intellectual stimulation, and anticipation. The universe may harbor minds shaping stars, orchestrating planetary systems, or embedding subtle signals across vast distances. Each observation, anomaly, or speculative scenario contributes to a narrative blending science, philosophy, and cinematic storytelling. Humanity's exploration of potential intelligence beyond Earth mirrors its own curiosity, creativity, and desire for connection. The audience is invited to consider their position in a cosmos filled with possibility, where consciousness may extend far beyond the familiar, leaving enduring traces in the architecture of the universe. The universe is a vast theater of complexity, where light travels across unimaginable distances, and matter and energy dance in patterns that span eons. As humans gaze upward, the night sky reveals both the known and the mysterious, inviting questions that stretch beyond empirical observation into the realm of imagination. Among these questions lies the tantalizing possibility of intelligence acting on cosmic scales, minds that may shape stars, manipulate planetary systems, or orchestrate energy in ways that defy human comprehension. Contemplating such potentialities challenges both understanding and emotion, forcing a reconsideration of humanity's place in the cosmos. The sheer scale of the universe is staggering. Each galaxy contains billions of stars, each potentially accompanied by planets, moons, and complex systems capable of harboring life. Multiply this by billions of galaxies, and the numbers become almost incomprehensible. Even if intelligence emerges in only a fraction of these environments, the probability of conscious civilizations elsewhere becomes significant. The contrast between the seeming improbability of life on a single planet and the overwhelming abundance of stars and systems across the cosmos evokes both awe and intellectual curiosity. It is in this tension between smallness and vastness that wonder arises, drawing the mind outward toward possibilities that challenge perception. Time too reshapes perspective. Stars ignite, shine, and die over millions or billions of years. Galaxies collide, merge, and evolve on timescales that dwarf human lifespans. Intelligence, if it emerges, could operate over eons, constructing structures, shaping energy flows, or influencing planetary environments with patience and foresight that humans can scarcely imagine. This temporal contrast emphasizes human brevity while highlighting the potential for civilizations whose understanding, creativity, and endurance exceed anything known on Earth. The very act of imagining such intelligence evokes humility, awe, and an awareness of our temporal limitations within the grand cosmic tapestry. Observation bridges the known and the speculative. Astronomers catalog exoplanets, track the behavior of distant stars, and detect phenomena that challenge existing models of physics. Some anomalies, such as unusual dimming patterns, irregular orbital mechanics, or unexplained energy bursts, may have natural explanations while others remain enigmatic. Each observation fuels curiosity, prompting questions about whether intelligence could be at work on scales beyond our perception. The tension between observable evidence and interpretive speculation sustains engagement, blending scientific reasoning with imaginative possibility and philosophical inquiry. The narrative explores the philosophical ramifications of cosmic intelligence. What does it mean for consciousness to exist beyond Earth? operating on scales of time, energy, and matter vastly larger than human experience. Could intelligence shape the universe as an artist shapes a canvas, with goals, motivations, or aesthetic considerations that humans cannot fully comprehend? Might civilizations operate on principles or in forms so alien that our definitions of life and intelligence fail to apply? These questions encourage viewers to consider consciousness not merely as a human trait but as a fundamental phenomenon that could manifest across the cosmos in ways both wondrous and unfathomable. Cinematic storytelling reinforces these concepts. Sweeping visuals of galaxies, nebulae, pulsars, and star clusters alternate with human perspectives. Astronomers studying data, theorists modeling possibilities, and children gazing skyward with wonder. This interplay between cosmic vastness and human-scale intimacy emphasizes contrast. The enormity of potential intelligence against the fragility of human perception, the scale of eons against the brevity of lifetimes. Light, shadow, motion, and sound design convey both mystery and clarity, immersing viewers in a universe that is simultaneously knowable and infinitely elusive. Probability and scale converge in contemplation of potential cosmic architects. Even if intelligent life is exceedingly rare on individual planets, the enormity of stars, planets, and galaxies, combined with vast stretches of time, makes the emergence of intelligence statistically plausible. Moreover, intelligence may not be constrained by terrestrial biology or human-centered cognition. It could manifest in ways that are radically alien, operating under different physical, chemical, or environmental principles. This expands the narrative beyond anthropocentric assumptions, inviting audiences to envision a universe populated with diverse forms of consciousness capable of achievements and behaviors that challenge imagination. Time, observation, and probability coalesce to highlight the subtlety of potential cosmic intelligence. Advanced civilizations might act in ways imperceptible to short-lived observers, leaving patterns or structures that endure across millennia. Megastructures, energy manipulations, or subtle modifications to stellar behavior could be evidence of such minds, yet detecting them requires patience, ingenuity, and perspective. The contrast between human-scale immediacy and cosmic-scale deliberation emphasizes both our limitations and the thrill of speculation, creating narrative tension that is both intellectually stimulating and emotionally resonant. Emotionally, the section emphasizes awe, curiosity, and philosophical reflection. The universe may harbor minds whose understanding, creativity, and patience far exceed human capacity, yet even imagining them connects humanity to a broader, cosmic narrative. Observers experience both the exhilaration of possibility and the humility of recognizing their smallness within a universe of immense scale. The contrast between what is known and what is possible fuels sustained engagement, allowing viewers to grapple with profound questions while remaining emotionally invested in the narrative journey. The section also addresses the limits of perception and understanding. Many cosmic phenomena remain hidden from current technology. Light may be obscured, energy may be transient or faint, and intelligence may operate in forms undetectable to human instruments. These limitations heighten suspense and imagination, transforming obstacles into opportunities for speculation. Every anomaly, unexplained observation, or subtle cosmic pattern becomes a focal point for philosophical inquiry, allowing the audience to explore the edges of knowledge, wonder, and possibility. Cinematic pacing alternates between expansive, contemplative sequences and moments of focused discovery or human-scale reflection. Visuals of galaxies, nebulae, and star clusters convey grandeur, while simulations of hypothetical cosmic engineering and human reaction shots emphasize scale, contrast, and perspective. This rhythm maintains engagement and allows viewers to oscillate between awe at the universe's vastness and immersion in intimate, relatable human experiences. The result is a narrative that balances spectacle, intellectual stimulation, and emotional resonance, sustaining attention while deepening philosophical inquiry. Ultimately, the section situates viewers at the intersection of science, imagination, and philosophical reflection. The universe, ancient and vast, offers countless possibilities for life and intelligence to emerge, evolve, and act on scales beyond comprehension. Even in the absence of definitive evidence, the act of imagining, observing, and reflecting enables humanity to connect meaningfully with the cosmos. The contrast between known phenomena and speculative possibilities encourages humility, curiosity, and contemplation, inviting audiences to ponder the nature of intelligence, consciousness, and our place within the grand architecture of reality. By the end of this section, viewers are left with awe, anticipation, and philosophical reflection. The cosmos may harbor minds shaping stars, orchestrating planetary systems, or embedding subtle signals across light years. Each observation, anomaly, and speculative idea contributes to a narrative that blends science, philosophy, and cinematic storytelling. Humanity's pursuit of understanding intelligence beyond Earth mirrors its own curiosity, creativity, and desire for connection. Audiences are invited to consider their place in a universe filled with possibility, where consciousness and intelligence may extend far beyond the familiar, leaving traces in the architecture of the cosmos itself. As humanity peers into the night sky, the imagination stretches beyond what the eye can perceive, grappling with the scale, complexity, and mystery of the cosmos. Section 15 invites viewers to contemplate the tantalizing possibility of intelligence operating on cosmic scales, shaping stars, orchestrating planetary systems, or influencing the flow of energy across light years. This section blends empirical observation with speculative reasoning, philosophical reflection, and cinematic storytelling, emphasizing the contrast between human limitations and the immense potential of intelligence in the universe. By exploring these ideas, the narrative fosters awe, curiosity, and contemplation, bridging the gap between what is known and what might be possible. The universe is vast beyond comprehension. Each galaxy contains hundreds of billions of stars, many with planetary systems where conditions might support life. Multiply this by billions of galaxies, and the numbers become staggering. Even if intelligent life emerges in only a minuscule fraction of these worlds, the sheer scale of the cosmos makes it plausible that civilizations exist, operating with intelligence, creativity, and persistence far beyond human experience. This contrast between the improbability of life on a single planet and the vast opportunity across the cosmos evokes both awe and intellectual fascination, inviting viewers to contemplate the extraordinary possibilities that stretch across space and time. Time itself amplifies the stakes. Stars live for millions to billions of years, and galaxies evolve across eons. For a civilization capable of cosmic engineering, manipulating stars, harnessing energy, or constructing megastructures, time is measured not in years but in millennia, eons, and cosmic epochs. The patience, foresight, and continuity required to undertake such endeavors challenge human imagination. By juxtaposing human temporality with the potential longevity of cosmic intelligence, the narrative emphasizes both humility and wonder, underscoring the vast contrast between our brief existence and the possible enduring creativity of minds that operate on universal scales. Observation and evidence form the backbone of speculation. Astronomers have cataloged thousands of exoplanets, detected unusual energy emissions, and identified stars that dim or brighten unpredictably. Some phenomena may be natural, others are enigmatic. Each anomaly provokes curiosity. Could these patterns, energy flows, or structural peculiarities indicate intelligence at work? The tension between observable evidence and interpretive speculation sustains suspense, encouraging viewers to oscillate between skepticism and imagination. In this interplay, the cosmos becomes a canvas for contemplation, where observation, theory, and possibility merge to create both intellectual stimulation and emotional resonance. Philosophical reflection deepens the narrative. The existence of cosmic intelligence challenges assumptions about consciousness, creativity, and purpose. Could civilizations manipulate stars or planets for survival, communication, aesthetic expression, or experimental exploration? Might intelligence emerge in forms entirely alien to human perception, shaped by conditions and needs beyond our understanding? By juxtaposing human cognition with hypothetical cosmic minds, the narrative emphasizes the limits of our imagination while encouraging reflection on the potential diversity of consciousness, its manifestations, and its impact on the cosmos. Cinematic storytelling heightens immersion. Sweeping visuals of galaxies, pulsars, nebulae, and star clusters are intercut with simulations of cosmic engineering, illustrating possibilities for manipulation of stars, planetary systems, or energy flows. Human perspectives, astronomers analyzing data, theorists modeling anomalies, children gazing upward, provide scale, grounding speculative concepts in relatable experiences. This contrast between the vastness of the universe and human intimacy fosters engagement, conveying both awe at cosmic possibilities and the emotional resonance of discovery, curiosity, and reflection. Probability and scale are essential to understanding potential intelligence. Even if life is rare, the sheer number of stars and planets across the universe makes the emergence of intelligent civilizations statistically plausible. Moreover, such intelligence may differ radically from terrestrial life, manifesting in forms, behaviors, and motivations beyond human comprehension. This expands the narrative beyond familiar concepts of life and mind, inviting audiences to imagine consciousness on a grander, more diverse scale. The interplay between improbability, scale, and speculation heightens suspense and emotional engagement, keeping viewers captivated by the possibilities. Time and observation converge in contemplation of cosmic architects. Megastructures, orbital engineering, and energy manipulation may persist over millennia, becoming detectable only to patient observers. Actions that are imperceptible on human timescales might represent deliberate design on cosmic scales. The narrative emphasizes both the humility required to engage with such possibilities and the exhilaration of imagining intelligence operating across eons. By reflecting on temporal contrast, the audience is drawn into a deeper understanding of cosmic patience, ambition, and foresight. Emotionally, the section emphasizes wonder, curiosity, and reflection. The night sky transforms from a passive backdrop to an active theater of intelligence, possibility, and mystery. Observers experience both the thrill of cosmic speculation and the humility of human limitations. The contrast between human brevity and the enduring scope of potential intelligence creates tension, awe, and intellectual engagement. By balancing empirical observation with imaginative exploration, the narrative sustains attention while nurturing philosophical inquiry, emotional resonance, and a sense of participation in the cosmos. The narrative also addresses the limits of perception. Many cosmic phenomena remain hidden. Light may be absorbed or deflected, energy emissions may be faint or transient, and intelligence may operate in forms undetectable by current instruments. These limitations heighten suspense and curiosity, transforming obstacles into opportunities for imagination. Anomalies, unexplained behaviors, or subtle patterns become catalysts for reflection, speculation, and philosophical inquiry. The universe, vast and often opaque, challenges human observers to expand their understanding, imagination, and emotional engagement. Cinematic pacing blends contemplation and exhilaration. Expansive sequences of galaxies, nebulae, and cosmic structures alternate with close-ups of human reaction, analysis, and reflection. This rhythm maintains engagement, emphasizing both scale and intimacy, and allowing viewers to oscillate between awe at cosmic grandeur and immersion in personal human-scale experiences. The result is a narrative that combines spectacle, intellectual stimulation, and emotional resonance, keeping the audience invested in the journey. Ultimately, Section 15 situates viewers at the intersection of science, imagination, and philosophy. Probability, scale, and observation suggest that intelligence may exist across the universe, operating on cosmic timescales and manipulating structures beyond comprehension. Even without definitive evidence, the act of imagining, observing, and reflecting connects humanity to the cosmos. The contrast between what is known and what is possible encourages both humility and curiosity, inviting contemplation of the nature of intelligence, consciousness, and our place within the vast universe. By the conclusion of this section, viewers are left with awe and anticipation. The universe may harbor minds shaping stars, orchestrating planetary systems, or embedding subtle signals across light years. Each anomaly, observation, and speculative idea contributes to a narrative that blends science, philosophy, and cinematic storytelling. Humanity's quest to understand intelligence beyond Earth mirrors its own curiosity, creativity, and desire for connection. Audiences are invited to consider their place in a cosmos filled with possibility, where consciousness may extend far beyond the familiar, leaving traces in the architecture of the universe itself. The cosmos is an expanse that stretches beyond human comprehension, where the laws of physics sculpt immense structures, light travels across unfathomable distances, and time unfolds on scales that challenge human perception. In this section, the narrative delves into the profound possibility that intelligence may exist beyond Earth, operating on a scale that can influence stars, shape planets, and manipulate cosmic energy. Section 16 invites viewers to explore the intricate interplay between observation, probability, imagination, and philosophical reflection, creating a tapestry of wonder, suspense, and intellectual engagement that bridges empirical science and speculative insight. The universe is vast, containing billions of galaxies, each hosting hundreds of billions of stars, many of which may have planetary systems with conditions suitable for life. Even if intelligent life arises in only a minuscule fraction of these worlds, the sheer scale of opportunity makes the existence of cosmic intelligence plausible. The contrast between the improbability of life on a single planet and the overwhelming abundance of stars and planets in the cosmos evokes both awe and curiosity. Viewers are invited to appreciate not only the statistical likelihood of life but also the staggering magnitude of what remains unknown, creating tension between certainty and speculation. This vastness extends beyond space into time. Stars live for millions or billions of years, galaxies evolve over eons, and cosmic events unfold on scales that dwarf human lifetimes. A civilization capable of manipulating stars or constructing megastructures would perceive time differently, planning projects across millennia, with a patience and foresight incomprehensible to human experience. The contrast between fleeting human existence and such enduring intelligence emphasizes the humility required to contemplate the cosmos while inspiring awe at the possibilities of creativity and ambition on scales far beyond our own. Observation forms the backbone of speculation. Astronomers have catalogued thousands of exoplanets, identified stars that behave unusually, and detected energy signatures that defy conventional explanation. Some of these anomalies might have natural causes, while others remain enigmatic, prompting questions about potential intelligence. The tension between what can be observed and what remains hidden sustains suspense and engagement, encouraging viewers to explore the edge between empirical evidence and imaginative possibility. In this space, the cosmos becomes both a laboratory for discovery and a canvas for speculation, inviting reflection on the nature of intelligence, life, and the universe itself. The philosophical implications are profound. If intelligence exists at cosmic scales, it forces a re-evaluation of consciousness, creativity, and purpose. Could civilizations act with motivations beyond survival, driven by curiosity, aesthetic expression, or experimentation? Could they influence cosmic structures as artists shape a canvas, leaving traces detectable only to perceptive observers? These questions push the narrative into a space where science and imagination converge, inviting contemplation of forms of intelligence that operate in ways utterly alien to human perception. The contrast between familiar human-centered cognition and unimaginable cosmic intelligence generates both intellectual tension and emotional wonder. Cinematic storytelling reinforces these themes. Sweeping shots of galaxies, nebulae, pulsars, and star clusters are interwoven with simulations of hypothetical megastructures and cosmic engineering projects. These grand visuals are paired with intimate human perspectives, astronomers peering through telescopes, theorists analyzing anomalies, and children gazing upward with awe, highlighting both scale and perspective. This interplay between the cosmic and the human creates contrast framing, emphasizing the enormity of potential intelligence while grounding the narrative in accessible, emotionally resonant experiences. Light, shadow, and motion convey the mystery of the universe and the thrill of discovery. Probability and scale remain central to the narrative. Even if the emergence of intelligent life is rare, the vast number of stars, planets, and galaxies, combined with the long spans of cosmic time, make it statistically likely that life exists elsewhere. Moreover, intelligence may not resemble life as we know it. It could manifest in forms and structures unimaginable to humans. This expands the narrative beyond terrestrial assumptions, encouraging viewers to consider consciousness, creativity, and purpose in radically new ways. The tension between statistical likelihood and the alien nature of potential intelligence heightens curiosity, suspense, and engagement. Time and scale converge in contemplation of potential cosmic architects. A civilization capable of manipulating stars, harnessing stellar energy, or constructing orbital megastructures would operate on temporal scales incomprehensible to humans. Decisions and actions might unfold over thousands, millions, or even billions of years, with consequences imperceptible to short-lived observers. This perspective challenges anthropocentric thinking and underscores the humility required to engage with the cosmos meaningfully. At the same time, it fuels imagination, inviting viewers to envision intelligence operating across eons, shaping matter, energy, and perhaps even the course of entire solar systems. Emotionally, the section emphasizes awe, curiosity, and reflection. The universe may harbor intelligences beyond our comprehension, yet even the act of imagining them connects humans to the cosmos. The night sky transforms from a distant backdrop into a theater of possibility, where questions about purpose, creativity, and consciousness become intensely personal. Observers are drawn into the narrative, feeling both the exhilaration of cosmic possibility and the humility of their own position within an unfathomably vast universe. The contrast between human limitation and cosmic potential creates a sustained emotional and intellectual engagement. The narrative also explores the limits of observation and understanding. Many cosmic phenomena remain hidden from current technology. Light may be absorbed or deflected, energy signatures may be faint or transient, and intelligence may operate in forms undetectable by human instruments. Yet these limitations do not diminish the thrill of exploration. Instead, they amplify wonder and curiosity. Every unexplained anomaly, subtle variation in stellar behavior, or unusual pattern becomes a point of engagement, a prompt for speculation, and an invitation to consider intelligence on scales that challenge comprehension. Cinematic pacing alternates between expansive, contemplative sequences and moments of suspense and discovery. Sweeping visuals of galaxies and nebulae are intercut with detailed simulations of cosmic engineering and human reactions, creating rhythm and maintaining attention. This approach allows viewers to oscillate between contemplation of scale and immersion in narrative detail, reinforcing the contrast between the grandeur of the universe and the intimate human-scale experience of exploring it. By blending spectacle with introspection, the narrative maintains both intellectual and emotional engagement. Ultimately, Section 16 situates viewers at the intersection of probability, observation, imagination, and philosophical reflection. The universe is vast, ancient, and full of possibilities for life and intelligence to emerge, evolve, and act on scales that defy comprehension. Even without definitive evidence, the act of searching, imagining, and reflecting allows humanity to engage meaningfully with the cosmos. The contrast between what we can perceive and what may exist beyond our understanding emphasizes both humility and awe, inviting contemplation of intelligence, purpose, and the role of consciousness in shaping reality. By the end of this section, viewers are left with a profound sense of wonder and anticipation. The possibility of intelligence operating at cosmic scales challenges assumptions, inspires curiosity, and expands the imagination. Each observation, anomaly, and theoretical construct contributes to a narrative that bridges science, philosophy, and emotional engagement. Humanity's journey to understand intelligence in the universe is not merely about discovery, it is a mirror reflecting our own curiosity, creativity, and potential. The audience is invited to consider their place within a cosmos filled with possibility, where consciousness, imagination, and intelligence may extend far beyond the familiar, shaping stars and the very architecture of reality. The search for intelligence in the cosmos is not merely a scientific endeavor, it is also an emotional and philosophical journey, one that stretches the limits of human imagination and challenges our sense of place in the universe. In this section, the narrative immerses viewers in the psychological and existential dimensions of contemplating civilizations capable of manipulating stars or shaping cosmic structures. What does it mean for humanity to consider minds that operate on scales of time, energy, and creativity far beyond our own? How do we reconcile the grandeur of the universe with the fleeting brevity of human life? This exploration is both humbling and exhilarating, inviting viewers to feel the thrill of possibility while confronting the profound implications of cosmic intelligence. From the earliest humans gazing at the night sky, we have projected stories onto the stars. Myths of celestial builders, sky gods, and cosmic architects permeate human culture, reflecting an enduring impulse to seek meaning, detect purpose, and imagine intelligence beyond our world. These myths, while symbolic, underscore a deep-seated human curiosity, a desire to perceive design within vastness, and to situate ourselves within a universe that often seems indifferent. Today, science allows us to pursue these questions empirically, yet the emotional resonance remains. As telescopes probe distant galaxies and detectors capture faint signals across the spectrum, the same human awe that inspired myths persists, now guided by observation, logic, and imagination. The narrative emphasizes the contrast between human scale and cosmic scale. While our lives span decades and our technological achievements are remarkable, they are infinitesimal compared to the timescales of stars, galaxies, and potential civilizations capable of manipulating cosmic structures. Stars ignite and burn over millions or billions of years, and galaxies drift across space for eons. Against this backdrop, the possibility of intelligence shaping matter and energy on cosmic scales becomes both plausible and awe-inspiring. By juxtaposing human temporality with cosmic permanence, the narrative evokes both humility and wonder, reinforcing the emotional stakes of the search. Observation drives the narrative. Astronomers scan the skies for anomalies, stars that dim unexpectedly, energy emissions that defy natural explanation, or orbital patterns that appear deliberate. Each observation raises the tantalizing possibility of intelligence, yet simultaneously reminds us of our limitations. Cosmic phenomena are vast, complex, and often counterintuitive. Nature can mimic intention. Fast radio bursts, pulsars, and gravitational lensing illustrate the universe's capacity for surprises. The tension between what can be measured and what remains speculative sustains engagement, blending curiosity, suspense, and scientific rigor. Viewers are drawn into this pursuit, feeling the excitement of discovery alongside the mystery of the unknown. Philosophically, the implications of cosmic intelligence are profound. If minds exist capable of shaping stars or orchestrating events across galaxies, what does that reveal about the nature of consciousness, creativity, and purpose? Could such intelligence be purely practical, ensuring survival across eons? Or might it operate for aesthetic, experimental, or communicative reasons beyond human understanding? These questions blend empirical observation with imaginative speculation, allowing viewers to explore consciousness as a phenomenon that transcends terrestrial limitations. The contrast between familiar human-scale cognition and the unimaginable scope of cosmic minds deepens both suspense and wonder, inviting reflection on the possibilities of intelligence and its potential impact on the universe. Cinematic storytelling enhances the emotional resonance. Sweeping vistas of galaxies, pulsars, nebulae, and star clusters are intercut with close-ups of human observers, astronomers peering through telescopes, theorists analyzing data, philosophers pondering the night sky, and children gazing upward in awe. This juxtaposition reinforces scale, contrast, and perspective. The audience feels both the enormity of cosmic possibilities and the intimacy of human perception. Light, shadow, and motion convey the tension between the known and the unknown, between observable phenomena and the speculative presence of intelligence. The pacing alternates between contemplation and exhilaration, ensuring sustained engagement and immersive storytelling. The narrative also emphasizes the emotional stakes. The recognition that intelligence might exist elsewhere challenges human assumptions about uniqueness, purpose, and significance. It evokes a blend of exhilaration, humility, and existential reflection. If cosmic architects exist, they may have achievements, patience, and understanding that dwarf our own, revealing both the smallness and the potential of humanity. The night sky transforms from a passive backdrop to a theater of imagination, creativity, and mystery, where we contemplate our place amid forces that may operate on scales beyond comprehension. Probability and scale further enrich the narrative. Even if intelligence is rare on any given planet, the universe's vastness, billions of stars, countless planets, and eons of time, renders it plausible that life and consciousness have emerged elsewhere. The contrast between improbability on a single world and statistical likelihood across the cosmos creates tension, curiosity, and awe. Moreover, intelligence may not resemble human experience. It could manifest in forms, perceptions, and motivations utterly alien to our understanding. This challenges anthropocentric thinking and encourages viewers to imagine a universe populated by consciousness in its most expansive and diverse forms. Time remains a central theme. Cosmic intelligence may operate on scales that render human concerns trivial, yet such civilizations may also act in ways that leave detectable traces for patient observers. Megastructures, energy manipulation, and deliberate stellar arrangements might persist across millennia, offering subtle evidence of intelligence to those capable of perception. By emphasizing temporal contrast, human brevity against cosmic longevity, the narrative evokes both humility and fascination, reinforcing the stakes of observation, imagination, and philosophical reflection. Cinematic sequences further immerse the audience. Expansive shots of swirling galaxies, glowing nebulae, and pulsating stars are interlaced with artistic renderings of hypothetical cosmic engineering. The interplay of scale and perspective alternates between the grandeur of the universe and the intimacy of human curiosity. Through this visual and narrative structure, viewers experience both the awe of cosmic magnitude and the profound satisfaction of imaginative exploration. Suspense, anticipation, and philosophical inquiry intertwine, sustaining attention while encouraging reflection on humanity's place in the cosmos. The section also reflects on humanity's existential relationship with intelligence beyond Earth. Each potential discovery, each unexplained phenomenon, mirrors our desire to understand ourselves and our environment. By considering the possibility of cosmic architects, we confront questions about ambition, creativity, and responsibility. Knowledge of intelligence elsewhere could inspire cultural evolution, technological advancement, or philosophical awakening, or it could provoke existential anxiety and uncertainty. This duality, hope versus fear, curiosity versus humility, intensifies engagement, emphasizing the stakes of both discovery and reflection. Ultimately, Section 17 situates viewers at the intersection of science, philosophy, and emotion. Probability, scale, and imagination converge to make the possibility of cosmic intelligence both plausible and awe-inspiring. Whether such intelligence is subtle, hidden, or operating in ways beyond human perception, the narrative underscores the importance of searching, imagining, and reflecting. Humanity's quest to understand intelligence in the cosmos is a mirror of our own curiosity, creativity, and desire for connection, bridging the gap between the known and the possible. By the conclusion of this section, viewers are left suspended between understanding and wonder. The universe may harbor minds shaping stars, orchestrating galaxies, or embedding subtle signals across the cosmos. Or it may remain silent, its majesty arising purely from natural law. Either scenario emphasizes the significance of curiosity, observation, and imagination. The search for cosmic intelligence becomes a deeply human endeavor, a way to engage with the universe, expand perspective, and explore the limits of thought, scale, and wonder. The audience is invited to feel both the exhilaration of possibility and the humility of our position in an incomprehensibly vast cosmos, poised to contemplate what might lie beyond the reach of perception. As we approach the culmination of our cosmic journey, the universe unfolds before us in all its vastness, complexity, and mystery. Section 18 invites viewers to reflect upon the intricate interplay between observation, speculation, and imagination, focusing on the tantalizing possibility of intelligence operating at scales beyond human comprehension. The night sky, once a mere backdrop for human storytelling, transforms into a theater of possibility, where the stars themselves may be shaped, guided, or constructed by minds whose reach spans light years and eons. Here, the narrative emphasizes both the grandeur of the cosmos and the fragility of human perception, highlighting the tension between what we can know and what may exist beyond our detection. The observable universe is vast beyond measure. Each galaxy contains hundreds of billions of stars, many hosting planets with conditions that could, in principle, support life. Yet the universe stretches far beyond the limits of our telescopes and instruments, with immense regions shrouded in darkness, obscured by interstellar dust, or rendered invisible by energy forms we cannot detect. Black holes swallow light and information, gamma-ray bursts flare across unimaginable distances, and cosmic filaments span billions of light-years. The contrast between what we observe and what remains hidden amplifies both suspense and wonder, reminding us that even the most advanced technology can only glimpse a fraction of the universe's potential. Within this context of vastness, the possibility of intelligent life, and intelligence capable of influencing cosmic structures, emerges as a profound question. Could civilizations exist that manipulate stars, construct megastructures, or subtly guide planetary systems across millennia? Theoretical constructs like Dyson spheres, star lifting, and energy harvesting at galactic scales are no longer pure science fiction. They are grounded in physical principles, extrapolations of what intelligence might achieve given sufficient time, energy, and ingenuity. By juxtaposing human technological achievements, a single satellite or space probe, with the unimaginable scale of potential cosmic engineering, the narrative evokes awe, emphasizing how small we are and how immense the possibilities of intelligence might be. Time becomes a central element of contemplation. Human lifespans are fleeting, mere moments against the eons over which stars are born, burn, and die. For a civilization capable of cosmic-scale engineering, time may be perceived differently, allowing projects that span thousands, millions, or even billions of years. The patience required to manipulate stars, rearrange planets, or build megastructures is almost incomprehensible, yet it highlights the extraordinary potential of intelligence unconstrained by biological limits. This contrast between human temporality and the potential longevity of cosmic minds evokes both humility and exhilaration, challenging viewers to imagine consciousness operating on scales far beyond our own. Observation, as always, anchors speculation. Astronomers scan the skies for anomalies, pulses of energy that defy natural explanation, stars that dim irregularly, and unusual orbital configurations. Each anomaly, no matter how subtle, carries the tantalizing possibility of intelligence, but it also reminds us of the limits of perception. Nature can imitate design, chance can mimic intention. Fast radio bursts, peculiar light curves, and unexpected galactic alignments create both mystery and caution. This tension between evidence and interpretation keeps the audience engaged, blending curiosity, suspense, and scientific rigor. Philosophical reflection deepens the narrative. If intelligence exists at cosmic scales, what does it reveal about consciousness, creativity, and purpose? Could shaping the cosmos itself be a form of expression, communication, or survival strategy? Are such intelligences purely practical, or might they act for aesthetic or experimental reasons beyond human understanding? By exploring these possibilities, the story elevates speculation into a profound meditation on the nature of intelligence and the potential for minds that operate on scales so vast they dwarf our own achievements. This contrast, between human-scale reasoning and cosmic-scale cognition, creates both tension and wonder, inviting viewers to expand their perception of what intelligence can mean. Cinematic storytelling heightens this experience. Sweeping visuals of spiral galaxies, luminous nebulae and pulsating star clusters are interwoven with conceptual renderings of hypothetical megastructures. The narrative alternates between the infinite scale of the cosmos and intimate human experiences, astronomers studying data, philosophers contemplating the night sky, and children gazing upward with wonder. These juxtapositions reinforce contrast framing, emphasizing both the majesty of the universe and the personal, emotional response it evokes. Through this interplay of scale and perspective, viewers feel both the enormity of cosmic possibility and the intimacy of human curiosity. The narrative also emphasizes the philosophical and emotional stakes of the search. Confronting the possibility of cosmic intelligence challenges assumptions about human uniqueness, purpose, and significance. It provokes reflection on ambition, creativity, and ethical responsibility. If intelligence exists elsewhere, shaping stars or guiding civilizations, what does that imply for humanity's trajectory, its potential, and its role within the cosmic order? The tension between exhilaration and humility, curiosity and existential reflection, sustains engagement while deepening emotional resonance. Probability, too, plays a central role. Even if the emergence of intelligence is rare on any single planet, the sheer abundance of stars, planets, and galaxies makes it statistically plausible that life and intelligence have arisen elsewhere. The contrast between improbability and cosmic scale highlights both suspense and possibility. We may be one small part of a vast continuum of conscious minds. Moreover, intelligence could manifest in forms utterly alien to human perception, evolving under conditions that defy terrestrial assumptions. This expands the narrative beyond human-centric imagination, inviting contemplation of consciousness in its most expansive, unimaginable forms. Time, scale, probability, and imagination converge in the story's contemplation of cosmic engineers. Could a civilization manipulate energy, arrange stars, or create signals detectable only across millions of light-years? Could patterns embedded in the cosmos, subtle alignments, periodic phenomena, or energy flows, be traces of intentional design? While empirical evidence remains elusive, the narrative emphasizes that even the search itself is transformative. It encourages viewers to engage with the cosmos not merely as spectators, but as thinkers, dreamers, and participants in a dialogue that spans time, space, and imagination. Emotionally, the section underscores wonder, humility, and anticipation. The universe may harbor intelligence shaping stars, weaving patterns, or orchestrating events on scales incomprehensible to human minds. Yet even without confirmation, the act of searching, imagining, and reflecting connects humanity to the cosmos. Each anomaly, each observation, each unanswered question becomes part of an ongoing dialogue between the known and the unknown, between human perception and the vast possibilities that stretch across space and time. The narrative celebrates both the thrill of possibility and the depth of mystery, ensuring sustained engagement and emotional resonance. As the section closes, viewers are left contemplating the profound implications of probability, scale, and imagination. The universe may contain civilizations capable of stellar engineering, yet such intelligence may remain subtle, undetectable, or operating on timescales far beyond our grasp. The contrast between human perception and cosmic reality underscores both our limitations and our potential for understanding. In this reflective space, the narrative blends awe with philosophical inquiry, challenging viewers to ponder not only the possibility of cosmic architects, but the meaning of intelligence, creativity, and existence itself. Ultimately, Section 19 positions the audience at the intersection of knowledge, possibility, and imagination. The universe is vast, ancient, and filled with opportunities for intelligence to emerge, evolve, and act. Probability suggests that such intelligence is plausible, while imagination invites us to consider its forms, motives, and scale. By weaving science, philosophy, and cinematic storytelling, the section evokes a sense of wonder, intellectual engagement, and emotional depth. It prepares the viewer to confront the ultimate question of the documentary. If intelligence exists beyond Earth, shaping stars and perhaps entire systems, What does that reveal about life, consciousness, and our own place in the cosmic expanse? The cosmos stretches beyond imagination, a vast expanse where time and space intertwine in patterns both breathtaking and incomprehensible. Within this infinity, the possibilities for life and intelligence are staggering. Section 19 invites us to explore the delicate interplay between probability, scale, and imagination, showing how the enormity of the universe creates conditions ripe for intelligence to emerge, act, and perhaps even shape stars. In the face of such immensity, human understanding feels fragile, yet our capacity to observe, theorize, and imagine allows us to participate, in thought and curiosity, in the ongoing story of the cosmos. Consider the sheer scale of existence. Our galaxy alone contains hundreds of billions of stars, many of which may host planets within habitable zones. Multiply this by billions of galaxies scattered across the observable universe, and the numbers become almost meaningless to the human mind. Yet it is precisely this overwhelming abundance that transforms the improbable into the plausible. Even if intelligent life arises in only a minuscule fraction of planetary systems, the universe still offers countless opportunities for consciousness to emerge, evolve, and potentially reach levels of understanding and capability that exceed human comprehension. The contrast between the infinitesimal likelihood on any single world and the cosmic vastness overall creates a tension that is both intellectually fascinating and emotionally stirring. This tension is amplified when we contemplate the forms that intelligence might take. Life on Earth is limited by biology, chemistry, and environmental constraints, but the universe is not. Could consciousness emerge around pulsars orbiting gas giants, or within exotic forms of matter that challenge our physical assumptions? Could intelligence manifest in ways entirely alien to human perception, operating with senses, motivations, or purposes that we cannot yet fathom? These questions blend empirical reasoning with imaginative speculation, allowing viewers to stretch their minds beyond familiar concepts of life. The contrast between what is known, the biochemical processes of life on Earth, and what might exist in the universe fuels curiosity, awe, and the thrill of possibility. Probability is only one lens through which to view cosmic intelligence. Time is another. Planets and stars operate on scales that far exceed human lifespans. A civilization capable of shaping stars or engineering planetary systems would perceive time differently, planning projects that span millennia or even eons. Their patience and foresight would dwarf our own, and their actions might only become perceptible to us after thousands or millions of years. The human mind struggles to grasp such temporal scales, yet recognizing them is essential to appreciating the potential magnitude of cosmic intelligence. The interplay between fleeting human life and the near eternity of cosmic processes highlights our limitations while also inspiring wonder at the possibility of civilizations that think, act, and create on scales we can barely imagine. Observation provides another crucial perspective. Astronomers search the skies not just for planets or distant stars but for anomalies, patterns, or signals that might hint at intelligence. Dimensional irregularities, unusual orbital arrangements, and energy emissions that defy natural explanations all spark questions. Could these phenomena be the work of advanced civilizations? Or are they natural occurrences, misinterpreted through the lens of human curiosity? The tension between evidence and speculation, between observable data and imaginative inference, is central to the narrative. It mirrors the human experience of confronting the unknown, grappling with uncertainty, questioning assumptions, and seeking patterns in the vast expanse. The narrative also considers the philosophical implications. If intelligence is abundant, what does that say about life, consciousness, and creation? Are humans unique, or are we part of a continuum of evolving minds scattered across the cosmos? The contrast between the apparent fragility of our species and the potential endurance of cosmic civilizations invites reflection on ambition, creativity, and legacy. How might our understanding of existence shift if we accept that life capable of stellar engineering or galactic-scale creation could exist elsewhere? These questions intertwine science with philosophy, grounding speculation in a framework that is both intellectually rigorous and emotionally compelling. Cinematic imagery reinforces these themes. Sweeping shots of galaxies, star clusters, and nebulae convey the vastness of the cosmos, while conceptual visuals of hypothetical civilizations manipulating energy or constructing megastructures bring imagination to life. The juxtaposition of these grand, awe-inspiring visuals with the intimate scale of human observers, scientists scanning data, philosophers pondering the night sky, children looking upward in wonder, emphasizes both the enormity of the universe and our capacity to perceive, reflect, and dream. Contrast framing, alternating between the incomprehensible scale of cosmic possibilities and the personal human-scale engagement with them, sustains both intellectual and emotional engagement. Furthermore, the section delves into the limits of probability and the surprises inherent in an infinite universe. Rare events, improbable alignments, and unexpected phenomena may arise purely by chance, or they may hint at intention. Fast radio bursts, peculiar stellar dimming, and anomalies in galactic distribution all exemplify this tension. Each unexplained observation becomes a puzzle, a potential signature of intelligence, or a natural cosmic accident. The narrative emphasizes the importance of keeping both skepticism and imagination in balance, inviting viewers to explore the edge between what is known and what is possible. This exploration is not merely intellectual, it is deeply emotional. The recognition of probability and scale evokes humility, awe, and curiosity simultaneously. We are small, transient, and limited, yet we possess the capacity to understand, imagine, and contemplate realities that span billions of years and countless light years. The narrative encourages viewers to embrace this paradox. Human consciousness may be fleeting, yet it can reach across time and space in thought, speculation, and curiosity, connecting us, intellectually and emotionally, to the universe itself. As the section progresses, it emphasizes continuity and perspective. The universe is ancient, its processes ongoing long before humans existed and continuing long after we are gone. Stars ignite and fade, galaxies collide and merge, and life may arise, evolve, or vanish countless times across cosmic history. Within this continuum, intelligence may emerge repeatedly, independently, and in forms beyond our imagination. The contrast between transient human life and the enduring potential of cosmic minds underscores both fragility and resilience, highlighting the emotional and philosophical stakes of the search for intelligence beyond Earth. The narrative also considers the implications for human understanding and aspiration. If intelligence is abundant, it suggests that consciousness and creativity are not anomalies but fundamental potentials of the universe. This perspective reframes our place in the cosmos. We are not isolated, but participants in a broader tapestry of intelligence, discovery, and creation. The contrast between our present technological and cognitive capabilities and the possible achievements of cosmic civilizations invites reflection, ambition, and a sense of wonder. It challenges humanity to imagine not only what might exist but also what we ourselves might become if we persist, learn, and evolve over millennia. Cinematic pacing reinforces engagement. Expansive sequences of interstellar vistas are interspersed with close-ups of human observers and simulations of cosmic engineering, creating a rhythm that oscillates between contemplation and exhilaration. The audience experiences both the grandeur of the universe and the intimacy of human perception, reinforcing the contrast between scale and perspective, probability and imagination, known and unknown. This approach ensures that the section is both intellectually stimulating and emotionally resonant, sustaining curiosity and wonder across its extended narrative. Ultimately, Section 19 situates viewers at the intersection of probability, possibility, and imagination. The enormity of the universe, combined with the diversity of potential life-bearing environments and the long stretches of time available, makes the emergence of intelligence plausible, even inevitable in some respects. The contrast between improbable individual events and the abundance of cosmic opportunities underscores both suspense and wonder. Whether or not civilizations capable of stellar manipulation exist, the narrative highlights the importance of curiosity, observation, and imaginative speculation in connecting humanity to the broader cosmos. The final reflections of this section encourage introspection. Every star may be a potential host, every anomaly a possible signature, and every galaxy a theater of intelligence. The universe, vast and ancient, holds possibilities that stretch beyond comprehension. Yet it is precisely our capacity to observe, reason, and imagine that allows us to engage with these possibilities. Humanity's quest to understand cosmic intelligence is not only about discovering life elsewhere. It is a mirror reflecting our own curiosity, creativity, and desire to connect with something greater than ourselves. By the end of Section 19, viewers are left with a profound sense of awe and anticipation. The universe is vast, intricate, and filled with probability. Intelligence may be rare, abundant, or operating in ways we cannot yet perceive. Each unanswered question, each anomaly, and each imagined possibility becomes part of an ongoing narrative, bridging science, philosophy, and wonder. In contemplating probability and imagination, the audience is drawn into the central cosmic question. If intelligence can emerge across the universe, shaping stars or influencing the grand architecture of reality, what does that reveal about life, consciousness, and our own place within the infinite expanse? The night sky, vast and indifferent, stretches beyond human comprehension, a canvas of fire and shadow, of brilliance and emptiness. Each star, each flicker of light, is a whisper from the past, a signal that has traveled across unfathomable distances to reach our eyes. To gaze upon the cosmos is to peer into eternity itself, to confront both the majesty of creation and the fragility of human life. In this final chapter we are drawn to a singular, haunting question. If we are not alone, who, or what, is building the stars? This question is not merely scientific. It is philosophical, emotional, and profoundly existential. It is a question that challenges the very limits of imagination, daring us to consider intelligence on scales that defy comprehension, and the possibility that the universe itself may be a stage for deliberate creation. From the smallest flicker of a distant star to the spiral sweep of a galaxy, the universe exhibits a harmony that is at once mesmerizing and perplexing. Celestial bodies move in rhythms dictated by gravity, energy, and the inexorable passage of time. Stars are born from collapsing clouds of hydrogen, igniting nuclear furnaces that burn for millions or billions of years before they fade, explode, or collapse into black holes. Galaxies swirl in intricate spirals, bound together by invisible dark matter and shaped by forces that have acted since the dawn of time. Against this backdrop of natural law, humans have long sought patterns, seeking meaning in the apparent chaos, wondering whether intelligence might leave its mark upon the cosmos. Throughout history, humanity has imagined architects of the stars. Ancient civilizations projected their myths and stories onto the night sky, envisioning gods, spirits, and celestial builders who governed the heavens. The Babylonians, Greeks, Egyptians, Mayans, and countless other cultures saw order, intention, and narrative where there was perhaps only light and darkness. Yet these myths were not mere fantasies. They were reflections of a profound, timeless impulse, the desire to understand, to detect intelligence, and to situate ourselves within a larger cosmic story. This same impulse drives modern science, merging observation with imagination, rigorous analysis with speculative wonder. Modern astronomy, powered by ever more sophisticated instruments, allows us to perceive phenomena that were once entirely invisible. We detect the faint twinkling of distant stars, the rhythmic pulsations of variable suns, the infrared signatures of galaxies billions of light-years away. We chart cosmic filaments stretching across the universe, observe black holes bending light and matter, and detect fast radio bursts that flash with energy equivalent to billions of suns. Each observation is a fragment of a puzzle, an opportunity to discern patterns, anomalies, and perhaps evidence of cosmic intelligence. And yet, for all our technological achievement, the universe remains overwhelmingly opaque. Signals may be faint, obscured, or incomprehensible. Vast stretches of space are veiled in dust, darkness, or energy beyond detection. And here lies the tension. The more we observe, the more we realize how little we truly know. Amid this uncertainty, imagination becomes a bridge. Theoretical constructs such as Dyson spheres, ring worlds, and other megastructures offer glimpses into what might be possible for civilizations operating on cosmic scales. These are not mere flights of fancy. They are grounded in physics, in energy conservation, and in the principles that govern matter. Yet they also stretch the mind, inviting us to envision intelligence capable of harnessing the power of stars, shaping planets, or orchestrating the flow of entire solar systems. The contrast between human achievement, a single satellite, a particle accelerator, and a Dyson swarm enclosing a blazing sun is staggering. It is in this contrast that awe is born, the recognition that intelligence, when unbound by the limits of our lifespan, biology, and resources, can operate on scales that are almost unimaginable. As we peer deeper into the cosmos, the question of motivation arises. Why would a civilization undertake such colossal acts? Survival is one answer. Capturing energy from stars, managing resources across millennia, ensuring continuity against cosmic hazards. Communication is another. Perhaps subtle signals are embedded in light, gravitational waves, or even orbital patterns, intended for observers capable of perceiving them. And yet there is the possibility of creation for its own sake, an aesthetic drive to shape beauty, to leave an indelible mark upon the canvas of the universe. Each possibility invites philosophical reflection. What does it mean to create on a scale that outlives entire species, civilizations, and even galaxies? Time itself becomes a canvas in this contemplation. Stars are patient, civilizations may be patient, and intelligence operating on cosmic scales would perceive time in ways that transcend human understanding. A single manipulation of a star's output, a gradual rearrangement of planetary orbits, or the assembly of a megastructure could span tens of thousands, millions, or even billions of years. To imagine such patience, such foresight, challenges our understanding of ambition and persistence. In this perspective, human history, thousands of years, fleeting and ephemeral, becomes a momentary heartbeat against the pulse of the universe. The contrast between our temporal fragility and the potential timelessness of cosmic architects evokes both humility and exhilaration. Observation, however, remains central. Astronomers searching for signs of intelligence focus on anomalies, stars that dim inexplicably, energy emissions that defy conventional explanation, or patterns that resist natural interpretation. Every irregularity, no matter how subtle, carries the tantalizing possibility of design. Yet caution is essential. Nature is vast and chance can mimic intention. Fast radio bursts, pulsars, and other phenomena remind us that the universe often surprises with mechanisms we have yet to fully comprehend. The tension between evidence and interpretation drives curiosity, compelling us to explore further, question assumptions, and balance skepticism with openness to possibility. The emotional weight of this search cannot be overstated. To consider intelligence beyond Earth is to confront both exhilaration and existential reflection. If cosmic architects exist, they may dwarf our own achievements, revealing the smallness of humanity yet also highlighting our capacity to imagine and perceive. The night sky, once a passive backdrop, transforms into a living theater where creation, energy, and perhaps intent unfold across incomprehensible distances. The contrast between human limitation and cosmic scale evokes wonder, humility, and a kind of reverent fear, a recognition that the universe may harbor minds and creations beyond our understanding. Philosophically, the implications are staggering. If intelligence can operate at the scale of stars, galaxies, or filaments of the cosmic web, it suggests that consciousness and creativity are not confined to Earth or to familiar forms of life. Intelligence may emerge in forms, places, and mechanisms that are utterly alien, adapted to environments we cannot perceive. This possibility forces a profound re-evaluation of our assumptions about life, meaning, and purpose. Are we unique, or part of a continuum of intelligence woven into the fabric of the universe itself? Could the universe, in its vast complexity, be both laboratory and artwork for minds that span the cosmos? Visual storytelling enhances these ideas. Sweeping views of nebulae, pulsars, black holes, and spiral galaxies are intercut with conceptual renderings of megastructures and engineered star systems. Human figures, astronomers, philosophers, and dreamers, provide scale, emphasizing both our smallness and our capacity to perceive and wonder. Light, shadow, and motion convey the tension between what is known and what is hidden, between observable phenomena and speculative intelligence. Cinematic pacing allows the audience to oscillate between contemplation and exhilaration, between science and imagination, grounding speculation in a tangible, emotional experience. The search for cosmic intelligence also mirrors humanity's internal journey. Every discovery, every unanswered question, reflects our drive to understand ourselves and our place in the universe. By contemplating architects of the stars, we confront questions about ambition, creativity, patience, and responsibility. Could knowledge of such intelligence inspire us toward unity, technological achievement, or philosophical depth? Or might it provoke fear, doubt, and existential anxiety? The interplay of hope, curiosity, and fear engages the audience, making the cosmic question intensely personal even as it remains vast in scale. Ultimately, the stars become more than distant lights. They are markers, canvases, and perhaps messages. They remind us that the universe is not passive. It is dynamic, complex, and full of possibility. Whether or not we ever confirm the existence of cosmic architects, the act of searching transforms us, expanding our imagination, our philosophy, and our sense of wonder. Humanity is small, yet capable of grasping ideas that stretch to the edges of time and space. By looking outward, we also look inward, questioning our own intelligence, purpose, and creativity. As this cinematic journey concludes, viewers are left suspended between the empirical and the speculative, between certainty and possibility. The universe may harbor intelligence shaping stars, weaving patterns, or orchestrating events on scales beyond comprehension. Or it may be silent, its majesty born purely of natural law, leaving humans as observers and dreamers in a vast cosmic theater. Either way, the quest, The act of observing, imagining, and reflecting connects us to the universe, infusing our existence with awe, humility, and wonder. The final frame lingers on a starfield stretching into infinity, each point of light a story, a possibility, a whisper from the cosmos. In the silence of the night sky, the question endures: if we are not alone, who, or what, is building the stars, and what does that mean for us, for life, and for intelligence itself? The answer remains elusive, but the pursuit transforms those who ask it, reminding us that curiosity, imagination, and reflection are themselves a kind of cosmic participation, a way to engage with the universe on the grandest scale possible.